Washington tomorrow, so this is my last night in Texas. So I am packing, getting ready to go now so that I'm ready tomorrow. My flight is a little bit later, but I'm also a few hours away from the airport, so I want to get a head start on it. I'm actually only bringing one backpack with me. I didn't bring much down, so that's all that I need, and that's what I'm doing now. I always like to have a little bit of food with me. You never know. So these are actually pretty handy. They're like food pouches. This one is premium white chicken, but they're lightweight. They've got a good source of protein, and so I try to carry a few of those of different flavors around with me. So I actually barely have anything with me. My bag is pretty empty. I've just got some some lighters. Actually, I try to always have fire with me, so I have a couple lighters, and I actually have one lighter here that Bam gave me, and it is a Zippo. I don't have any Zippo fuel for it, but I like to bring it, and the fuel even evaporates out of them. But this one that Bam gave me, he originally just loaned it to me. We're saying that I didn't have a lighter, anything. It was like pouring down rain. It was a while ago. I mentioned I was headed to start a fire, and I didn't have a lighter or matches or anything. I asked him if he had a lighter or matches, and he pulled this thing out and he tossed it through the air, and I caught it. And when I went to give it back to him, he was like, just keep it. So I've actually carried it with me ever since, and it has an engraving in it, actually. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men." And I also always carry this with me. So this is actually Dad's, some of Dad's ashes is kept in here. It wasn't an hourglass, but it actually sprung a little bit of a leak, so I bagged it up in a few of these. When I get back to Washington, I'm gonna get it put into another container. I was actually gonna order. I've seen there are crosses online, and you can fill them up with the ashes. So I was actually going to do something like that with it, but I have it here on the side of my backpack. Well, I didn't bring much, and I'm actually not taking much, so I'm pretty much packed. I will be leaving tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm going to be taking a cab to the DFW airport. It's about a 2-hour drive, and from there I'm going to be flying to Spokane, but I do have a stop in Denver first, a little bit of a layover, and I should be arriving in Spokane actually around 11 p.m. So it's going to be a pretty long day, and I will be back in Washington. So I just made it to my gate. Pretty hectic getting here. Dallas was covered in road traffic, so I only have about 10 minutes or so until we're supposed to board. I went ahead and jogged a little ways here just to save myself a little bit of time, but I'm about to get on my first flight now.
To get you as quickly as possible, and flight.
I just made it off the first flight, headed to the second one now. Alright, my flight was a little bit late. I only have about 5 minutes to make it to my gate. So I think I'm gonna actually have to run. I'm on D's and I need to be on C15. Here is my gate. I am waiting for them to start boarding. Looks like they might have been a little bit behind too, so I'm not gonna miss it. I'm here. I made it. So my flight is delayed a little bit, and I switched gates, but I am now at the correct gate, and I'm waiting here for them to start boarding. Unfortunately, they don't have any Dr. Pepper, so I went with Coca-Cola. I got myself some kind of sandwich here. Thoughtful turkey. Sounds thoughtful. Alright, boarding plane 2 now. After all that running, I ended up having to wait almost an hour.
This is no longer necessary. The helmets prepare for takeoff and making sure your seatbelts are near the forward galley. If you need to use the fourth lavatory during...
Alright, just landed in Spokane. It's not as crowded here. It's about 12:40 Washington time, and I am going to find an exit and then make my way to my hotel on foot. Long day. So both my flights ended up being delayed. There was traffic on the way to Dallas, but I finally made it. I'm here in Spokane. Gabe is supposed to be here tomorrow before checkout to pick me up, and he's gonna take me back to his place, and that's where I'm going to be basing out of for a little bit while I gear up. What a day. I slept like a rock last night, and I woke up with a rolling headache. Oh, I had a feeling that I would have a bit of a headache today. Sitting in those airplane seats for so long almost always gives me a headache. I got a bit of a bad neck. Gabe is supposed to be here in about an hour to pick me up, and checkout is about in an hour. I'm gonna jump in the shower. All right, I'm totally ready. Checkout is in about 10 minutes, and I'm hoping Gabe's gonna arrive soon. I'm just waiting for him, and I'll be getting a ride back to the area that everybody else is in. It's a few hour drive still, so got about I think a 3-hour drive in front of us, but it'll be good to see Gabe. It's been a little while, and just hoping that he shows up on time so I'm not just standing out there waiting. But either way, it's good of him to come to pick me up.
Hey, bro.
Hey, man. Thanks for picking me up, bro.
No worries. Glad you're back.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it for sure. How's things? How's the family?
Everybody's pretty good. Good can be expected. Got some stuff going on, but
Yeah, isn't there always?
there really always is.
Yeah, there really is.
How about you? How's things?
Good for sure. Looking forward to trying to get Alaska going and stuff, and I'm gonna be pretty busy. But appreciate you picking me up, bro. You ready?
Hey, it's my pleasure. It's good to see you, man.
Good seeing you too, bro.
Alright, so we hit the road?
Yep, let's do it.
Just came down from our neck of the woods up in Washington to Spokane Airport to pick up Bear. I'm really excited about it. It's been a while. He's been down in Texas setting up things, you know, for Raven and the boys, and he's now on his way back, and I'm picking him up here at the hotel, and he's gonna make a little pit stop here in, you know, our part of Washington, and then he's off to Alaska. Definitely looking forward to the new adventures. Anytime you get, you know, brothers and sisters back together, it's always a good time.
appreciate you coming out all this way and getting me. I know you work pretty hard and stuff, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I'm jumping at the chance to hang out with you, so I have you trapped in a car with me.
Pretty soon you're gonna be screaming at that window.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Yeah. But no, appreciate it, man. So thank you. I know
Of
pretty
course,
much
bro.
there now.
You do the same for me. Yeah, we're only like 40 minutes out now.
Okay, awesome, man, awesome. Yeah, it's been a long travel time, so definitely appreciate it.
We had a layover in Seattle and stuff.
Yeah.
Yikes. I'm just glad I wasn't picking you up from Seattle.
Yeah, you almost were.
That's
You almost
kind of a
were.
nightmare.
Well, even just the cab when I was going to Dallas, it was super crowded and stuff like that, and there was like traffic jams, and took a while to even get out of Dallas. But I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I was coming back from Wenatchee the other day, and I was on the road or stuck behind traffic for 2 hours.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had a wreck, so it's like
Wenatchee.
understandable, but you know, yeah, 2 hours.
It's crazy. Well, anyway, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, bro.
Appreciate it.
Dude, long trip?
Yeah, it was ridiculously long, but I'm here now. Appreciate you putting me up for a little bit. I'm not going to be inconveniencing you for a long
Dude,
time.
stay as long as you
It's
want.
going to be a little while. I know.
Stay as long as you want.
But just a little while for sure. I'm headed to Alaska. I got to get it going.
I know.
I'm headed to Alaska.
I know.
Maybe one day you're going to come up there too. We could
Yeah.
all
How
hang
big
out.
of a backpack do you have? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I don't think it's big enough for those muscles.
Gabe. I was wondering if it's Gabe says, but okay.
Yeah. No, appreciate it, bro.
Dude, my
You
pleasure,
should go
man.
get some rest and you pushing yourself.
You should go get some rest. You've been pushing
yeah,
yourself.
I might rest a little bit.
Let's both rest.
Maybe we should.
It was very above and beyond of Gabe to go out of his way on one of his only days off to come pick me up. I mean, for him, it was almost like a 6-hour drive. Gabe, there's something you got to know about Gabe. He would give you the shirt off your back if you needed it. There's nothing he wouldn't give you. He would go out of his way 100% to help out anybody. And he's a good guy. He really is. Gabe is a hard worker, and he will literally just drop everything. He'll try to give you a shirt off his back, even if you don't need it sometimes. No, that's a joke, but he literally would. He would give you his shoes, he would give you the shirt off his back, and he would drop everything to come help. And I really appreciate it, for sure. So I'm actually staying now with Gabe, and I'm going to be basing out of here a little while. But it's just, he's above and beyond. He really is. He's someone that you can always count on to be there. If you need help, you can always count on Gabe. Like I said, he literally dropped everything he was doing on like his only day off, and he drove 6 hours to come pick me up, which is just awesome. And now he's also letting me crash in his house for a little while. He'd let me stay permanent. He literally would, but I'm not going to do that, obviously. I got stuff I need to do. So now that I'm here, I am going to get the car fixed. So the first thing I'm doing while I'm preparing to stack up on all my gear, which I'm still trying to make that Amazon registry. I put a lot of the stuff in the cart, but I'm not exactly sure where the registry thing is, but I'm going to try to make that so that you guys can kind of keep up with everything that I need for my trip. So I'm trying to get a Starlink, which you can't get off Amazon, I don't think. I need a Starlink, I need a small gas-powered generator, and I need enough money for fuel, and I need some supplies. That's about it. That's really everything that I need, and it shouldn't take me too long to get it up, but I'm gonna try to get all that going. But I also need to make sure that my car is in total, working condition. So I'm gonna pop out all of the seats except for the front two. So my plan is popping out all of the seats and emptying it out completely. I'm going to put a small bedroll in the back of it. I'm going to put my generator in there. I'll have my Starlink. I'll have like an ice chest or something like that. And like a box with like some spare food, like some canned goods and things like that. So I'm going up during hunting season. So there should be fish in the stream and there should be plenty of deer to get. Now, obviously, deer hunting, I don't know if you'll know, but in Alaska, deer are pretty tough to hunt, actually. They're not used to seeing people. So they are more on the alert when they hear a noise or they smell a human. They're out of there. But I'm a pretty fair hunter myself, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get some. It's been a while since I've hunted, honestly. It's been over 5 years since I've been to Alaska, so it's been 5 years since I've been hunting or fishing, which is crazy. But I'm looking forward to it, so I'm not taking a ton of supplies with me. I'm going to take some canned food. I'm going to take like some ramen noodles and stuff like that. Now, I know that not everybody does, and I definitely wouldn't suggest doing it for anybody else, but I will drink out of the creeks in Alaska. I've drank out of them a lot before. I've never had any problem drinking out of them. Obviously, you want to be cautious doing that. You want to make sure you know what upstream is. But I'm not going to need a supply of water. The Southeast has like a ton of water and stuff like that. I'll probably bring a few bottles of water just for like the drive and stuff like that. For the most part, I'm going to be using a water jug though, and I will keep that full. But I'm going to first get my car fixed up. So another thing that I need to do is get it tuned up. So if I'm driving all the way to Haines first, and then I'm going to be taking a ferry from Haines down to Ketchikan, and then a smaller inter-island ferry from Ketchikan over to POW. POW has a lot of roads on it and a lot of smaller towns. So I need my car in working order. I don't want it to stop halfway. So I'm going to get a tune-up on my car. I'm going to get it rigged and ready to go like a mobile kind of camping car. But it was above and beyond of Gabe to not only pick me up, but to also let me stay at his place.